guys! Super long time no see, although actually for you guys it's not been that long. It is currently the 11th of June and I haven't actually picked up my camera to film anything since I filmed the last clip of my last week of uni vlog, which was the 3rd of May. So it's been over a month since I've actually filmed anything, and I'm going to get into that in this video, but I thought today we'd actually do something a little bit different. I am obviously, as you can see, back home in the south for the summer while uni is finished, before I start my PGC and everything in September, and I am working full-time at my old job at my school. Also, you might or might not know if you kind of have watched some of the vlogs, I have a small business. It's a crochet business and I love it to pieces. I have so much fun crocheting all sorts of things. You can see, let me show you a little bit of my chaos. This is basically my business over here and it's chaotic, but yeah, I do that alongside, and I've been able to start doing that a lot more now that I've got this job instead of being at uni all the time, and I'm hoping to kind of get on top of this and really get it going so that then I can continue it during my PGC next year. But part of that is that obviously my small business is like a brand and is a business, and I watch a lot of other small crochet businesses online and on YouTube, and they vlog all the time and they post these videos of like weeks in their life crocheting and market vlogs and all that stuff. I've decided that I would like to film one of those, obviously for this channel, because I love you guys so much. I couldn't leave you guys, and I obviously don't want to just stop my channel. I love filming, I love vlogging, so definitely lots of videos to come. But yeah, I thought we'd give this a go, and maybe this will become a more regular thing, a kind of week in my life crocheting. So I was supposed to start this on Monday and then didn't, because I didn't crochet on Monday because I was exhausted after work. But I did film a couple clips yesterday because I had 12 orders to pack and send, which we did yesterday evening. And now it is Wednesday. It's actually currently 20 to 4 in the afternoon. I actually finished work early today, so I'm back early. And we have a couple jobs that we need to do today. So the first thing we have to do is, in the crochet world, you get these things called tester calls, which is basically where crochet artists or businesses and things create a pattern and then write the pattern, and then they basically ask for a couple of people to test the pattern for them and help them make any edits and make sure the pattern is 100% correct before it then goes either out to the general public or on sale to buy the pattern. And you apply for them through Instagram, and I apply for loads of them, and then I get accepted every so often and I do those patterns. So for example, let me show you a few that I've done recently. So this is a pattern called Cowboy T-Rex, and this was a pattern by LA Crochet, who is big on Instagram and YouTube, and I pattern tested this for her a couple of weeks ago. So this one is quite a chunky little dinosaur, and he has, I don't know if you'll be able to see, I maybe have to show you in the light. He has glitter safety eyes, which I also make and sell on my Etsy. So I've made that one recently. Oh, another one I've just finished for LA Crochet is this bumblebee, which I think is super cute. He's so like fat and chubby, and he actually has a little butt. He's a little bit difficult to see, but he's got a little booty. He's called a booty bee. So I did that one for her really recently. This little lamb, it's like a pocket sheep. And then this bigger lamb was for a different creator. I'll link them in the description. So I tested those recently. I'm trying to think if I've tested anything else and where they are. I tested a cake, like a little jelly cat cake pattern, which is downstairs, so I can't show you that one. And I also tested this like jelly cat lemon. And then of course I also make other patterns that aren't for tests and are just for fun. So recently, some of my favourites. I've made these dragons, which is a pattern by Crochet by Jenna, and I love this pattern to pieces. I think it's brilliant. I'm currently making that pattern in like this fluffy yarn as well. It's actually really nearly finished. I might be able to actually get that done this evening. So that's nearly done. And another pattern I've been really enjoying recently is this little ninja turtle kind of snuggler. He's got like quite a floppy head and floppy arms. And I've made this purple one, and I have made the heads for all the others, so I need to like finish them and make them. But those are some of my favourite patterns and my pattern tests that I've done recently. Tonight, or this afternoon, we need to finish a pattern test. This is a pattern test for Nichol's Crochet, and this is it's called her Summer Panda. So I've decided to make my Summer Panda rainbow coloured. So this is his head, which I did last night. I got the ears on, which I think are super cute. And again, I don't know if you'll be able to see the eyes properly, but they're like rainbow glitter. So that's exciting. And then I just need to attach the body and all the limbs. So that is the first job of today. And then basically today we need to start crocheting croissant bodies, because I sell Formula 1 themed croissants on my Etsy and people really love them. They sell really well. That's what I shipped 12 of yesterday, but I have 10 more on order, so I just really need to get on with those. And then I've just been accepted for a giraffe pattern by Veil Amigurumi. It's called Ginny the Giraffe. It's a cute little setup giraffe. So that will be on my list of things that I need to make this week into kind of next Wednesday. I guess we'll do this video until next Wednesday. My first job today is to finish the panda, so it's done. And I can go take pictures for that to post and send them over to the pattern designer so that she has them. Okay, so it is 4:45, so 4:45. But I last vlogged at 20 to 4, I think, so it's been about an hour, and I've finished the panda, sewing it together. It would have been faster, but his head took me a little bit of time, so I will show you him in just a minute. I just need to photograph him so that it's done and I can send it off, because this is due today. So this pattern actually calls for, you know, like the patches on a panda, it calls for like felt shapes, and but like they're summery, so you can be any shape you want. Anyway, I would probably put black felt on him, but I don't have any, or I do but not enough. So I actually had some foam like star stickers, so instead I've cut some like little eye holes, and I'm just using that to take the photo. So he does have blue sparkly star eyes, which are not exactly what I would do, because he has really pretty, don't know how well you can see it, he has really pretty eyes, and I don't feel like you can really see it as well with the blue glitter, but it's just for the photo, and then I'm going to take it off anyway. But yeah, I just thought maybe it'd be good for you to see kind of how I take my photos. So we're actually really lucky, the weather is very nice today. So now that that is done, we need to get started on the Etsy orders. 10 croissants on order. I'm just gonna show you like a photo. So this is kind of what they look like. They're little like Jellycat style croissants with a little hat on, and that one's got a McLaren hat. This one has a Mercedes hat, and then this one is Red Bull. I also can obviously do Ferrari. Croissants on order, 10 croissants on order. So I like to kind of make all their bodies, make all their legs, make all their hats, sew them together, and then put the kind of felt symbol details on. So it's a lot of work, but we're gonna get started. I use the pattern, let me just show you, by Threaded Garden on Etsy. It's a really lovely pattern, so that's what I use to make it. And I use the Woolens Baby Bunny chenille yarn in the shade, I I think this is light brown, and then for the legs I used chocolate brown. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So I have a full skein of yarn and also like nearly a full skein of yarn. I think I can get about 3 out of these, so I do actually need to order some more yarn. But let's just see where we get to today, because I'm definitely not going to be able to make this many. Dinner's going to be about 8, so I'm kind of thinking, can we just see how many we can make in the next, it's 5 o'clock nearly, so the next 3 hours, just see where we get to. So yeah, I'm gonna prop you up for a little bit and then we'll probably just go. I'm catching up on Love Island because I wasn't gonna watch it, and now I'm like, need something to watch, might as well watch. So we're watching a bit of Love Island as I go right now. So it is now 7:20, so I think, what's it been, like an hour and a bit? Done one. Hello. Why is it so dark? Like, I know the thingy is behind, but like the backlighting. I don't know if I've accidentally put a funny setting on my camera, because at least in the viewfinder, like, looks really dark right now and then keeps like brightening. That's better. But I don't know if that's just on the camera or if I've flicked a setting, because I feel like it doesn't normally do that. So I've made one croissant and I've literally got 1 round left of this croissant, but we need to stuff it. And I thought while we stuff it we could have a little chat, because I'm not very good at chatting while I crochet. I have to concentrate. I just thought we'd chat because obviously earlier I said, like, for you guys it's not been very long. I mean, it was a long time for me to post my last vlog, but like probably to this vlog it then won't be as long, and so I wanted to like just catch you guys up. I love chatting to you guys, so let's just get that first bit stuffed. I feel like I can concentrate once this bit's in. Yeah, so basically university is over, at least at UCLan, pretty much. I still need to graduate, and I am going to be vlogging my graduation. I'm not at uni anymore. I have finished. I actually get my official results about a week-ish, 5 days maybe. Yeah. So that's exciting. So I'll find out that I definitely am, hopefully, graduating. Don't see a reason why I'm not. But yeah, if I'm totally honest, I got to the end of university and all of it, and I felt so burnt out. Like, I mean, I still am, but I was exhausted and I felt very like I'd been a machine for like however long, a year, and I'd just been like trying to get through each day, getting everything done. And yeah, there was just like things after things. There was assessments, there was like pressure for dance club, there was kind of wanting to try and start making this business a bigger thing, and then like a lack of time. I need to apply for my PGCE and do all of that, so it just became like a lot of stuff. I came back here and I love it, obviously, being at home, although there is part of like me that misses kind of the almost the freedom of my own, like living in my space, and I'm so incredibly excited to start that in September, like living just me and Charlie in our own flat. And while I am still at uni because I'm doing my PGC, I feel like that's much more of like life rather than uni, and I'm really excited for that. Yeah, I came back and I basically immediately started my job back at school, which I'm really glad I've taken because it's such a good job for kind of this summer for me. Like, it's exactly the time I need it to be. But yeah, I felt exhausted mentally and physically. I wouldn't say I lost my love of YouTube and filming and stuff, but I think I lost a bit of my passion and my drive and my want to do it. So I allowed myself to take that time off. I could choose whether I wanted to come back or not, and ultimately, like, actually after this time I've taken away, I really miss YouTube. I love vlogging and filming, and I love having these memories on this camera, and I think as well, looking back at like vlog footage, especially like that last week of uni, if I didn't vlog, I wouldn't have some of those like moments on camera, and I'm really, really glad I do. But also, I think watching that video and also watching just like generally videos when I'm with other people, I absolutely adore when people take vloggy and they vlog, and I feel like vloggy is like a friend to everyone, and people can share whatever they want to share with vloggy and capture moments with each other. And I love that this camera and this kind of platform has given me and the people I care about that kind of space, I guess. So yeah, I definitely don't want to lose that. I'm really wanting to vlog my graduation, of course, because that's a huge milestone that I'd love to have a memory of. And I'm hoping actually to take you, I don't normally take you on like kind of our summer holiday, but I'm actually hoping to potentially vlog our holiday to France this year, so hopefully that will happen. And then I'm really keen to vlog kind of where this crochet business goes, and also the kind of start of my PGCE and moving into the new flat and everything like that. But what I will say is I'm not sure how consistent my filming is going to be, as like in the coming months, but also just into the future. Like, you guys know, I, before I got really busy, would try and consistently post like every week, and I loved that for a very long time, and like it's been so much fun. But equally, it's a whole lot of work, and it puts a lot of pressure on me every week to think of new ideas to film, find time to film them, and then to edit them and post them. Now, I'm not saying that I'm never going to do that again, and I'm also not saying that I'm never going to post videos that aren't vlogs, because I actually have a get ready with me already filmed. I filmed a while ago. It has no like sound, it needs a voiceover, but I really enjoyed filming that, and I've got another one that I want to film actually this weekend. That's a beauty video. I have some ASMR videos I want to film and have filmed. So I'm definitely not just becoming a vlog channel. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of update you that that's kind of where my head's at. Like, I'm not entirely sure that I'm going to be posting as consistently, but I hope that that means you will subscribe for when I do post content, because the content I then do post will be content that I really want to put out, and that I've enjoyed making, and it's not just something I kind of had to make. That's where I'm at. So we've made 2 croissants. Not as much progress as I'd hoped to make today, but equally I am feeling quite tired, so I don't want to push it because then we get burnt out. But I do want to show you, like I mentioned, let's take you somewhere else. Like I mentioned a second ago, we are going to France this summer, which I'm really, really excited for. I can't wait to just kind of go on holiday and relax and switch off. And I've decided that if you're a crocheter, you might have seen this. If you're not, you obviously probably won't have. There is this thing called the 6-Day Star Blanket. I can't remember who the creator is, but I'll put it down below. And basically it's this blanket that you make, and it's like star shaped, and it's beautiful. Anyway, I saw this yarn and I was like, I have to buy it. I don't know what I'm going to use it for. And then I was like, oh my god, I'm going to make the star blanket. So it's brilliant, because obviously when I make my plushies, I need lots of different little things and stuffing and all of that stuff. And then I make really cute plushies, but they're really hard. They would be really hard to transport around very much. So they're not really practical for taking on holiday. But I love crocheting. I don't want to like stop crocheting for those 2 weeks. So I've decided I'm actually going to make this star blanket over kind of, well, at least start it while we go on holiday, so like on the plane, when I have a few, like, some minutes inside when I just want to chill. So I'm so excited to show you this yarn from pufflower.com. Oh my goodness, how gorgeous is this yarn cake? So this is their Sugar Rush Mega Yarn Cake. So this is the one that is, so this says that it's approximately 1,200 meters. I thought I ordered one that was approximately 1,500 meters. I'm gonna check that because they might have sent me the wrong one. Like, it's the right color, but it might be the wrong size. Anyway, this entire thing is gonna make my blanket, and I know that when I finish this, the blanket will be made. But I'm super excited. Like, it's quite big, like kind of bigger than my head. So it's kind of big to go on holiday, but I'm thinking if it's in my hand luggage, it'll just slot in. And I just need this and my hook, basically. No colour changes, just keep going with this. So I'm so excited to make this blanket, but like we don't go on holiday for another, like a month. So I'm like desperate to use this yarn and to make this blanket, but I'm like, in my head, I'm like, no Kate, you're not allowed. Like, this starts when the holiday starts. So I can't wait to start that, but I wanted to show you the yarn. And I am also really excited because I'm actually writing a pattern. Now, I have written a pattern before, let me show you. This is my Cindy Cinnamon Bun pattern, which I actually made the first kind of iteration for Molly, which I gave to her in the Leaving Uni vlog, so you can see it there if you want to see it. And then I made a few modifications to the pattern. Then I had some testers test the pattern, and now the finished plushie and the pattern are both available on my Etsy. So I've written this, but, oh, again for Molly, actually I love making Molly little crocheted things. I made Molly for her birthday and Christmas, kind of rolled into one last year. I made her a cushion, which was a tapestry cushion, which is a type of crochet which kind of like has images or writing that you make out of the stitches. And it said, in this house we listen to Taylor's version, something like that. And she loved it. Of course, she's a huge Swiftie. But I saw a gorgeous cushion in TK Maxx a couple weeks ago. So cute. It was just like this creamy cushion, and then in like yellow and orange it said like love, and it was really, really cute. And I kind of fell in love with it, and I was like, oh my god, I want that in the flat next year, like in our living room. But I looked at it and I was like, I can 100% make that. So I'm actually writing my own pattern to do that, and obviously tapestry takes me a lot longer, but I'm writing that, and then I will have people test it, and then that pattern will also be available on my Etsy hopefully in the near future, although not the super near future, because I have to finish the pattern and like make the actual product before it can even go to be tested, and I don't really have time yet to sit down and do that. But I wanted to show you, I got this wool in the yellow and orange to do the writing, and it is so fluffy. So my hope is I have this super soft like this super soft like thinner yarn, which I actually think I'm going to double strand so it's a bit thicker. But my kind of hope is that the cushion will be like obviously soft, but like plain like creamy white, and then the love will just be this like fluffy writing, and it'll be so cozy, and then it'll have little pom-poms around the edge. That's my goal. Hey guys, please excuse the jump scare. It is currently 1:20 in the morning on technically Sunday morning, so I haven't actually picked up the camera in a little while. I have made 6 croissants total. Obviously I made I think 2 of them or 2.5 of them on Wednesday. I didn't crochet on Thursday. I was really tired after work, and I really find with this as this is like a part-time business as well as full-time work, like I have to not burn myself out, especially when I get so many orders. So if I'm tired, I have to just allow myself to be tired. So didn't do anything on Thursday. Friday I made 1.5, 2, and then today I made another 2. I've made 6 croissant bodies. I have now 12 on order because a few extras have come through. I have also got order confirmation that most All of the ones that I sent to the UK earlier in the week have now been delivered, and everyone has those, which I'm really pleased about, and they're leaving lovely reviews on my Etsy, which is really kind because every review is so important to me as a small business owner. The ones going to the US obviously haven't arrived yet. I have been working on a pattern test. It's due next week, either on Tuesday or Wednesday, so I need to get it done, and I often try and do my pattern tests on the weekend because I have a little bit more time to do them, and sometimes they need a bit more work. So this pattern test is actually for the most adorable little giraffe ever. Like, it is so freaking cute. So this evening while we watched a film, I crocheted all the different pieces, and now I'm just so desperate to see it that I'm gonna sew it together. But I wanted to kind of show you how I do that. So the head is actually ready to be sewn, but it looks a bit scary because I use Ami sticks, which are these spiky sticks, to hold the body parts on the body. Now this is terrifying. Like, I actually sometimes feel really bad shoving sharp pointy sticks in my plushies, but this is how I basically choose the placement of the kind of sewn on bits and make sure they're all in the right place, and it holds them in place while I sew them on, because otherwise you get wonky sewing, which I have on a lot of my older plushies because I didn't use these and I would freehand it. So I actually haven't shown you this guy yet. I recently made this absolutely massive Triceratops. He is huge. He's so cute, and he sits. He's actually not really for sale because he literally took me like 6 months to make, like on and off, but he is like a display piece. But his head is pretty straight, and his arms and stuff, and they were all on with Ami sticks, and so his horns. His frill, I didn't have enough Ami sticks to hold on, so actually if you look at it closely, is in fact wonky. Not super wonky, but it is a little bit. It means he looks like he's got his head on a tilt. So that is why Ami sticks are so important. The head is all finished with its little, I think these are called ossicones, and its little ears, and I think it's super duper cute. There is still a tiny bit left to do, which is the like brown spots on the giraffe and like kind of just the final finishing face details and tail details, but the majority of the giraffe is done, and it is now 2:20 in the morning, and I do have to get up in the morning, so I am going to go to bed and stop there, because I find when you're working on a project that you're really excited to finish, you just want to keep going until it's done, but honestly, like, I really need to go to bed. So I'm going to show you my progress, and then tomorrow we will just do the finishing touches, which shouldn't take us too long. But here is the little giraffe. I think this is so adorable. Like, oh my goodness, how cute is this? It's a really simple pattern to use, and it's actually going to be a free pattern. So if you wanted to make this giraffe, when it comes out, it'll be available, I think, on Instagram. I might actually photograph this and put it on my Etsy, because I feel like people would love this for a little baby, like in a nursery. So I thought I'd have a cheeky little chat to you while I set up, but then I've just realised this is way too low. As you can see, we have had a location change. I am outside. It's Monday evening. It's 5:30. I finished work at 4 and then got back about just after 5, and then have just got everything ready and come outside because it's nice weather. It's something ridiculous like 24 degrees, and it's supposed to get hotter this week. So I just kind of wanted to sit outside for a bit while I can, but I'm obviously in the shade because I'm pale. Although I don't look pale because I fake tanned, but I'm pale and can't stand the heat. My aim, make 2, if not 3 croissant bodies. I had a look when I was inside, and I've made 6 total, and obviously I have a load on order. I think I have something ridiculous like 14 or 15 on order. So my aim is to finish those bodies before dinner today, 8 or 9 of them, and then after dinner, when we'll probably watch the TV, I'm then going to start on the legs for all of those croissants, and then basically tomorrow I can do the hats, because I finish a bit later tomorrow. I finish at 5:30, so like this time tomorrow I'll only just be finishing. So I won't get back until like 6:30, so I have less time. So then I can make all the hats for the croissants, and then on Wednesday I finish at 2, so I should be back around 3. So I can then sew all of those 8 or 9 croissants together, do all of the felt pieces, package them and send them off, hopefully all in that time. I've forgotten what I was saying because my mum appeared, but I think I was roughly saying that I have so many croissants on order and I keep getting more, that if I continue just making all of the bodies for all of the orders, I'm never going to get back to making the legs and the hats, and then I'm never going to get them out. So I'm going to try and finish a set and then send those to then make the next set, if that makes sense. So yeah, we have 3 croissants to make, 3 croissants to make, an episode of Love Island to watch, and then I think I have some vlogs to watch on YouTube. So I've actually been really silly and left my camera inside. I'm filming on my phone right now. It is Wednesday and I'm probably thinking, but Kate, the last thing you filmed was Monday. You're right. But I got back from work yesterday evening with the plan to make the croissant legs, and I was beyond exhausted. Like, I could hardly keep my eyes open. So I actually went to bed really early, so I didn't do any crochet at all last night, but my plan today is to make all of the elements. So I have made 4 of the main bits of the hat. They all need the brim, but it doesn't take me very long. So I've made 4 of the main bits of the hat, so I need to make 3 more in orange and then 1 in the blue for the red ball. And then I'm going to add all the peaks, and then I'll move on to the legs. And obviously I need to make 16 legs because I have 8 croissants and they have 2 legs each. Quick maths. Last night I actually got an Etsy order for my Gary, the snail pattern, which I'm so excited about. He's actually I made it in Easter holidays. I made him. I love him to pieces. I have another one like half made. I'm gonna obviously send the made one because it's done. I almost feel like he was the first plushie I did where I really improved my skill of crochet like to a much higher standard, and he was almost like what kicked off my whole like business almost. Like, I was selling the croissants on Etsy but like not loads, and actually I feel like Gary was the plushie that kind of like kicked off my Instagram and stuff. I just want to quickly show you Hicks because he's next to me and he looks adorable. He's literally, for however long, like the last like 20 minutes, just been led there watching me. And he's literally just moved as I picked the camera up, so that's annoying, but he's so cute. I love being able to sit in the garden next to him. We've just got golden hour glow going on here, me and Hixie.